Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Byron here in San Diego, California. Just wanted to ask you guys a couple questions. I want you to think about this. Now, we come out of high school and college and stuff like that, right? With literally almost no knowledge of how money actually works. How money actually works, right? We know how to make it, we know how to earn it, we know how to spend it. Some of us take risk and, buy day trading and do stuff like that. Some go hard into stocks and stuff like that. But let me ask you a question. Imagine if your quarterly statement came out and at the top, the header at the top said lottery ticket. And then you read through your statement and you had some wins, but you had some losses. You had a couple more wins. But at the bottom, you lost thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, I want you to think about your savings account at the bank. Would you be happy with that? Would you keep that bank? But then I want you to think about this statement and then imagine at the bottom of your statement, after losing thousands of dollars, your statement read something like gambling proceeds. You see what I mean? And so this is some of the stuff we're not learning, and our family members aren't learning it, and our children aren't learning it. And so guess what's going to happen? Generational poverty, right? What book have you read that was counter to everything you've learned on the job thus far? What book have you read that's counter to what your financial advisor has taught you? There's a lady by the name of Amelia Sarbanes that used to be a CPA, and she's in World Financial Group. And she says if your financial advisor is not advising you on IULs, they're not reading, right? And if you say, well, my CPA has never taught me about this, she says CPAs are not trained to do what we do as financial professionals. This is coming from a former CPA. And so you need an ever-ready portfolio, and I can't give it to you unless you know you need it, right? Doctors don't know what you need if you don't show up to the doctor. It's the same thing in the financial industry, right? We're learning the wrong things and passing it down to our kids. We got to cut that. We got to cut that out. Chew on that. Lottery ticket at the top, gambling proceeds at the bottom. You got to take your retirement more serious than that. Time is the most precious commodity you have and I have, and you get no more of it. So when you lose money, you lose years of growth. It's detrimental. You have to see a side-by-side comparison of somebody that's growing and saving the exact same amount of money each month. What happens when you lose and what happens when you never lose? Light years difference. You also need to see what happens when you pay taxes in the future and what happens when you have no taxes to pay out of your portfolio in the future. It's light years difference. And so don't smoke the dope.